Hi everybody, welcome. This is our band and orchestra from Kuser, and I am Mrs. Anzuini. I am the band and orchestra teacher here at Kuser. So if you are in second grade, I really want you to pay attention today because the next year when you're in third grade, if you'd like to, you can choose either the violin or viola to start learning. If you are currently a third, fourth, or fifth grade student and you think you might want to learn how to play an instrument, next year as a fourth, fifth, or sixth grader, you can choose any instrument to learn how to play. So we hope that you enjoy our concert. The students have been working very hard this year to prepare for you. So without further ado, here we go.
Hello, my name is Sandra.
And my name is Juliet.
We would like to welcome you to our instrumental music concert. We have spent many hours practicing for this performance and we are so excited to be here tonight. Before we begin, here are a few reminders about concert etiquette.
Please take a moment to silence all cell phones and electronic devices.
Please be considerate about those around you by not talking during the performance.
We encourage you to take pictures and videos, however, please do so from your seat, so that those around you may continue to enjoy the performance.
Now, without further ado, please stand as our 5th grade students play our national anthem, The Star Spangled Banner.
This familiar melody can also be heard as the ABC song in Malawachi. The stepwise motions of the note in the piece help the students learn their finger patterns. We hope you enjoy it.
actually throughout the language. Music is universal. That means that everywhere in the world, music is written the same way. For this next piece, imagine that it is cold darkness. The cold wind and darkness send shivers up your spine. This piece uses minor melodies, dynamics, and tremors to help paint a picture of what might be moving in the dark. We hope you enjoy Shiver.
Many of the students in Orchestra just started playing their instruments this year. In September and October, we started by learning how to play Tthe. That's the fancy way for plucking the string.
At first we played open strings. That means we didn't use our left hand fingers. Then slowly we added one finger at a time. We didn't start learning how to use our bows until December. This piece taught the beginners how to control their bows. Recall that bow in slow motion. We also learned about the stepwise motion, scales, and patterns.
Now we will play French folk song.
Okay, so we have one more piece for the orchestra, and as our students that are introducing this come up, I want to take just a minute to recognize some students. So a couple weeks ago, we had 2 students in our orchestra that spent a Saturday with me, and we did something called the Central Jersey Elementary Honors Orchestra. And they were chosen from students across all of Central New Jersey. They were students from like, I don't know, 40, 50 elementary schools. So Carlos and Sashel, please stand up. They were in our elementary honors orchestra. Let's give them a round of applause. We also have several students from Kuser that are going to be in the Hamilton Honors Orchestra. And you should know who you are. You've been practicing extra music with me. So if you are in Hamilton Honors Orchestra, and we have our first rehearsal tomorrow, please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, have a seat. So I will introduce, we have some honors band students too. I'll introduce them later, but here we go.
Hello, my name is Donna.
And my name is Emily.
Before we play our final selection, we would like to take a moment to thank our principal, Senora P, and our teachers for the support and all the scheduling changes which made rehearsals possible.
But most of all, we would like to thank our parents and guardians for giving us this opportunity to play and make music.
For our final piece, we will play Cabbage Shoe. This piece combines 2 traditional fiddle tunes which have roots in bluegrass music. We hope you enjoy our concert.
If you're watching, I'm sure let's give them a round of applause in their classrooms for the orchestra. They did an awesome job. All right, have a seat. So now we're gonna make a switch and we're gonna have our band play. All right, so whoever my first speakers are, come on up.
Welcome to the band portion of our concert. The band is made of rhythm, string, and percussion instruments. We usually don't play with string instruments because the music is written in different keys.
Get ready for our first piece. It's going to be exciting. The strong beat and hard rock blues will really pump you up. Dog is a fun and exciting piece that sounds like a pep band. It's full of energy from beginning to end.
You will hear parts where the woodwind section is featured and the brass section. The percussion section is really keeps the groove moving. Feel free to clap along while our band plays a song piece by head and movement.
We are doing many things at the same time to play this piece.
We are reading, blowing, changing our fingers, reading music notes, listening to each other all at the same time.
It is truly a workout for our brains every time we play our instrument. Music really does make us smarter.
Okay. we have one more piece, but before we play, the speakers can come up, but before we play, I do want to introduce our honors band students. So, a few weeks ago, actually, I guess about a month ago, we had four students that went and they were in the Central Jersey Elementary Honors Band. So it was the same idea. Students from across Central Jersey, 40 to 50 elementary schools were chosen to participate. So these students were in the Honors Band. Irvinson, stand up. Josue, he's not here right now. Noah and Jael. So those students, let's give them a round of applause. All right, you guys can have a seat. And we also have several students that are from Kuser in our Hamilton Honors Band. Those students that have been learning extra music, and we have our first rehearsal after school tomorrow. You should know who you are. Please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, let's have a seat, and I'll turn it over to them.
Hello, my name's Henry.
And I'm Val.
This is the last piece the band will play tonight. This is one of our favorite pieces we have been practicing. We have had so much fun learning to play our instruments this year.
We hope that you have enjoyed our music tonight. For our last piece, we will play Let's Go Band.
Thank you so much for coming to our concert and supporting us tonight.
We hope that you enjoyed the performance. Let's have all the band students stand up and let's give them one more round of applause. All right, you can have a seat. So we have a concert tonight for all of our family and friends. When you see them back in your classrooms or in the hallways, please wish them luck. And thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next year.